Hello and welcome back to Voice of English Learners. I'm Alex speaking. Today we are going to talk about something very warm, something very human, talking to a neighbor in English. Neighbors are the people who live near us. They may live next door. They may live upstairs or downstairs. They may live across the street. Neighbors are part of our everyday life. Sometimes we see them when we go to work. Sometimes we meet them in the hallway or at the shop or near the mailbox. Sometimes we want to say hello. Sometimes we need to ask for help. Sometimes we just want to be friendly. But many English learners feel shy. They think, what should I say? Or, how do I start a small talk in English? Don't worry. Today, we will practice everything together, step by step, slowly and calmly. In this episode, you will learn simple, friendly sentences to talk to your neighbor. We will practice greetings, small talk, asking for help and offering help. You will also listen to a story about you and your new neighbor, and we will repeat the sentences one by one together. You can shadow me. Shadowing means listening and repeating. You can say each sentence after me or even with me. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Don't worry if you are slow. This is not a race. This is gentle learning. Every time I say a sentence that you can copy, I will say, now you repeat. When you see those words, you can speak. You can repeat aloud. You can feel your tongue moving and your mouth learning English sounds. In this episode, we will move slowly, like a calm walk through friendly words. We will learn to say hello, to smile, to start simple, real conversations. You will learn English that you can use right outside your home. So, find a comfortable place. Sit back. Relax your body. Take a deep breath in. And let it go slowly. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Welcome again, my friend. Now we will begin the main practice, the real slow English training. You will listen, repeat, and feel every sentence. This is the heart of today's lesson. Remember, you can pause anytime. You can go back anytime. You can speak as many times as you like. Small steps are big steps. Every repeat is helping you grow. Sun with face 1. Greeting your neighbor. When you see your neighbor, you can start with a simple greeting. A greeting is a small hello. It opens the door to a conversation. It makes people feel welcome. You can say, hello. Now you repeat. You can say, hi. Now you repeat. You can say, good morning. Now you repeat. You can say, good afternoon. Now you repeat. You can say, good evening. Now you repeat. All these words are short, soft, and friendly. They are the first step to connection. Sometimes you meet your neighbor for the first time. You can tell them your name. You can say, hi, I'm Alex. Now you repeat. You can say, hello, my name is Alex. Now you repeat. You can ask their name, what's your name? Now you repeat. You can also say, may I ask your name? Now you repeat. After they tell you, smile and say, it's nice to meet you. Now you repeat. Or, nice to meet you, neighbor. Now you repeat. Here is a tiny friendly talk. You. Hi, I'm Alex. Neighbor. Hi, I'm Sarah. You. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Neighbor, nice to meet you too. Now you repeat. You see? Simple words, warm feeling. That is how friendship begins. You are doing great. Sun behind small cloud too. Talking about the weather and the day. People everywhere love talking about the weather. It's safe. It's easy. It's friendly. You can say, it's a beautiful day. Now you repeat. You can say, it's sunny today. Now you repeat. You can say, it's raining again. Now you repeat. You can say, it's so cold this morning. Now you repeat. You can say, it's hot today, isn't it? Now you repeat. You can say, such a nice evening. Now you repeat. These tiny sentences make English conversation feel natural. Now let's connect it with a question. You can say, how are you today? Now you repeat. You can say, how's your day going? Now you repeat. You can say, everything okay? Now you repeat. You can answer politely, I'm good, thank you. Now you repeat. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Now you repeat. I'm doing well. Now you repeat. Let's practice a short dialogue. You. Good morning. Neighbor. Good morning. You. How are you today? Neighbor. I'm good, thanks. And you? You. I'm fine, thank you. Now you repeat. Very nice. You are doing great. This is everyday English, calm and real. House with Garden 3. Talking about where you live. When you start to know your neighbor, you can talk about your homes. You can ask, do you live next door? Now you repeat. You can ask, do you live upstairs or downstairs? Now you repeat. You can ask, do you live in this building? Now you repeat. You can ask, how long have you lived here? Now you repeat. If you just moved, you can say, I just moved here. Now you repeat. Or, I moved here last month. Now you repeat. If you have lived there a long time, you can say, I've lived here for 5 years. Now you repeat. You can also share your feelings. You can say, I like this neighborhood. Now you repeat. You can say, it's quiet and safe. Now you repeat. You can say, the people here are friendly. Now you repeat. You can say, there's a nice park nearby. Now you repeat. Let's make it a real talk. You? Hi. Do you live next door? Neighbor, yes, I do. You? How long have you lived here? Neighbor, about 2 years. You? Oh, nice. I just moved in last week. Neighbor. Welcome to the neighborhood. You? Thank you so much. Now you repeat. Wonderful. You sound calm and kind. This is real, friendly English. Basket for. Asking for help and offering help. Neighbors help each other. It's a beautiful thing. Let's learn how to ask politely and how to offer help kindly. You can ask, can I borrow some sugar? Now you repeat. You can ask, can I borrow your ladder? Now you repeat. You can ask, can I borrow a hammer, please? Now you repeat. You can ask, can you help me carry this box? Now you repeat. You can ask, could you help me move this table? Now you repeat. You can say, would you mind helping me? Now you repeat. When your neighbor helps you, say, Thank you very much. Now you repeat. That's very kind of you. Now you repeat. And if someone says thank you, reply with kindness. You're welcome. Now you repeat. No problem. Now you repeat. Anytime. Now you repeat. Now let's learn how to offer help. You can say, do you need help? Now you repeat. You can say, can I help you with that? Now you repeat. You can say, would you like some help? Now you repeat. You can say, let me help you. Now you repeat. Here's a little story-like dialogue. Neighbor. Hi, Alex. Could you help me carry this box? You, of course. Let me help. Neighbor. Thank you very much. You, no problem. Anytime. Now you repeat. You see? Polite. Simple. Real. This is the power of gentle English. Dove 5. Polite expressions for every day. Politeness is soft power. It makes people happy to talk with you. You can say, excuse me. Now you repeat. You can say, please. Now you repeat. You can say, thank you. Now you repeat. You can say, you're welcome. Now you repeat. You can say, sorry. Now you repeat. You can say, no problem. Now you repeat. You can say, take care. Now you repeat. You can say, see you later. Now you repeat. You can say, have a good day. Now you repeat. Let's combine them. You. Good morning. Neighbor. Good morning. You. Have a good day. Neighbor. You too. You. Thank you. Now you repeat. See? So short. So nice. When you use these words, people remember you. You sound friendly. You sound confident. You sound polite. You are doing great. This slow practice is making your English warm and real. Every word is a small bridge between you and others. Take a small breath. Smile. You are learning. Now, my friend, it's time for one of the most powerful parts of our lesson, the story-based shadowing practice. In this part, you will not only listen, you will live the story. You will imagine the pictures. You will feel the English. We will go slowly. First, I will tell you the full story. Then, we will go sentence by sentence together, repeating each line. You can speak softly or you can speak loudly, it's your choice. Just remember, every repeat makes your English stronger. Small steps are big steps. Let's begin our story. This story is called The New Neighbor. Blossom Full Story. It is a bright morning. The sun is shining. The air feels soft and fresh. You are moving into a new apartment building. It is your first day there. You feel a little nervous, but also excited. You carry 2 boxes in your hands. You open your door and see your new home. It is small but clean and warm. After some time, you start unpacking your things. You put your books on the shelf. You put your clothes in the closet. Suddenly, you hear a gentle knock on the door. Knock, knock. You open the door. There is a woman standing there with a big smile. She says, "Hi, I'm Anna. I live next door." You smile back and say, "Oh, hello. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." Anna says, "Welcome to the building. Do you need any help?" You say, "Thank you so much. That's very sun is shining. The air feels soft and fresh. You are moving into a new apartment building. It is your first day there. You feel a little nervous, but also excited. You carry 2 boxes in your hands. You open your door and see your new home. It is small but clean and warm. After some time, you start unpacking your things. You put your books on the shelf. You put your clothes in the closet. Suddenly, you hear a gentle knock on the door. Knock, knock. You open the door. There is a woman standing there with a big smile. She says, "Hi, I'm Anna. I live next door." You smile back and say, "Oh, hello. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." Anna says, "Welcome to the building. Do you need any help?" You say, "Thank you so much. That's very kind. I think I'm okay for now." Anna says, "All right, but if you need anything, just knock on my door." You say, "I will." Thank you, Anna. In the evening, you go outside to throw away some boxes. You see Anna again in the hallway. You both smile. You say, "Good evening." She says, "Good evening. How is your first day here?" You say, "It's good, thank you. Everyone seems friendly." Anna says, "Yes, people here are nice. There's a small park behind the building. It's a lovely place to walk." You say, "Oh, that's great. I love walking. I'll go there tomorrow morning." Anna smiles and says, "You should. I go there every day." You both laugh softly. The next morning you wake up early. You walk to the park. The birds are singing. The trees are green and calm. You see Anna there walking her small dog. She says, "Good morning, Alex. I told you this park is beautiful." You laugh and say, "You were right. It's so peaceful here." You walk together for a few minutes talking about simple things, about the weather, about the city, about the quiet mornings. Over the next few days, you meet Anna often, in the hallway, at the elevator, near the mailboxes. Sometimes she says hello first. Sometimes you do. You both start to talk more and more. You talk about favorite foods, about movies, about work. It feels nice to speak in English, to be understood, to connect. After 1 week, you realize something beautiful. You are not alone anymore. You have a friend in your building. You think, "English helped me make a friend." You smile and feel proud. Sentence by sentence shadowing. Now let's go line by line together. I will say each sentence slowly. You can repeat after me. It is a bright morning. Now you repeat. The sun is shining. Now you repeat. The air feels soft and fresh. Now you repeat. You are moving into a new apartment building. Now you repeat. It is your first day there. Now you repeat. You feel a little nervous, but also excited. Now you repeat. You carry 2 boxes in your hands. Now you repeat. You open your door and see your new home. Now you repeat. It is small but clean and warm. Now you repeat. You start unpacking your things. Now you repeat. You put your books on the shelf. Now you repeat. You put your clothes in the closet. Now you repeat. Suddenly, you hear a knock on the door. Now you repeat. You open the door and see a woman smiling. Now you repeat. She says, "Hi, I'm Anna. I live next door." Now you repeat. You say, "Hello, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." Now you repeat. She says, "Welcome to the building. Do you need any help?" Now you repeat. You say, "Thank you so much. That's very kind." Now you repeat. She says, "If you need anything, just knock on my door." Now you repeat. You say, "I will. Thank you, Anna." Now you repeat. In the evening, you go out to throw away some boxes. Now you repeat. You see Anna again in the hallway. Now you repeat. You both smile. Now you repeat. You say, "Good evening." Now you repeat. She says, "Good evening. How was your first day here?" Now you repeat. You say, "It's good, thank you. Everyone seems friendly." Now you repeat. She says, "There's a park behind the building." Now you repeat. She says, "It's a lovely place to walk." Now you repeat. You say, "Oh, I love walking. I'll go there tomorrow morning." Now you repeat. She says, "You should. I go there every day." Now you repeat. The next morning, you wake up early. Now you repeat. You walk to the park. Now you repeat. The birds are singing. Now you repeat. The trees are green and calm. Now you repeat. You see Anna walking her small dog. Now you repeat. She says, "Good morning, Alex." Now you repeat. You say, "Good morning, Anna." Now you repeat. She says, "I told you this park is beautiful." Now you repeat. You laugh and say, "You're right. It's so peaceful here." Now you repeat. You walk together for a few minutes. Now you repeat. You talk about simple things. Now you repeat. You talk about the weather, the city, and the quiet mornings. Now you repeat. You feel happy to talk in English. Now you repeat. You feel relaxed and calm. Now you repeat. Over the next few days, you meet Anna often. Now you repeat. You meet her in the hallway, near the mailboxes, near the elevator. Now you repeat. You say hello. Now you repeat. She says hello. Now you repeat. You both smile and talk a little. Now you repeat. You talk about food. Now you repeat. You talk about movies. Now you repeat. You talk about work. Now you repeat. You enjoy speaking English. Now you repeat. You feel happy when you are understood. Now you repeat. You feel comfortable speaking English. Now you repeat. You are not afraid. Now you repeat. You feel proud. Now you repeat. After 1 week, you realize something beautiful. Now you repeat. You are not alone anymore. Now you repeat. You have a friend in your building. Now you repeat. You think, "English helped me make a friend." Now you repeat. You smile and feel proud. Now you repeat. You whisper to yourself, "Small steps are big steps." Now you repeat. You feel calm and happy. Now you repeat. Sunflower reflection. You see, my friend, this story is more than words. It's about connection. It's about confidence. It's about using English in real life, slowly, kindly, naturally. You are not just studying English. You are living it through this story, through every small repeat. Every line you said today made your English stronger. Every repeat made your heart more confident. Take a deep breath. Smile. You are doing wonderful. Now, my dear listener, take a slow, deep breath. You have done a wonderful job today. You stayed here with me, Alex, for a long, gentle practice. You listened. You repeated. You imagined. You lived in English for many peaceful minutes. This is the moment to look back, to remember everything you have done, slowly and proudly. Tulip, what you learned today. Today's topic was talking to a neighbor in English. It was not just about words. It was about kindness, friendship, and real communication. You learned how to greet your neighbor, how to say simple, friendly hellos. You practiced hi, hello, good morning, good evening, again and again. You repeated them softly. You made them your own. Now, when you see a real neighbor, these words will come out easily. You learned how to introduce yourself. You can now say, "Hi, I'm Alex." You can say, "Hello, my name is," your name. You can say, "Nice to meet you." Simple words, but powerful feelings. Every "nice to meet you" builds connection. Then we move to small talk. You practiced short, natural conversations about the weather, about the day, about simple life. You said, "It's very hot today." You said, "It looks like rain." And then you learned to ask, "How are you today? And everything okay?" These little questions open doors to friendship. You also learned to talk about your neighborhood, to say, "Do you live next door?" Or "I just moved here." You can tell someone, "I like this area," or "It's a quiet neighborhood." You can even say, "The people here are friendly." Each of these sentences helps you belong. You learned how to ask for help and how to offer help. You can say, "Can I borrow some sugar?" You can say, "Could you help me, please?" You can say, "Would you like some help?" And when someone helps you, you can say, "Thank you very much." You can say, "That's very kind of you." And when they thank you, you know how to say, "You're welcome." You learned that polite English is not difficult. It is calm. It is soft. It is kind. It is made of short, friendly words. Then, you entered the world of the story, the new neighbor. You lived that story. You imagined the apartment, the boxes, the smile, the hello. You said, "Hi, I'm Alex." You said, "Nice to meet you." You said, "Thank you so much." You walked in the park. You made a friend. And through English, you built connection. That is the magic of slow learning. You didn't just study English. You lived in English. You didn't just learn sentences. You felt them. You didn't just speak words. You used them in a real situation. Blossom, why you should be proud. You may think, "I only said small sentences." But no, these small sentences are huge steps. Every hello you say is a door to connection. Every nice to meet you is a bridge between two people. Every can I help you is a kind light in your English world. You should feel proud. You stayed here patiently. You practiced slowly. You gave time to your English. That means you gave time to your dreams. You are not just memorizing. You are building a new part of your life. You are learning how to speak to people, how to smile, how to connect, all in English. Many people learn grammar, but they never speak. You are different. You are speaking. You are shadowing. You are using real English, not for a test, but for life. That is beautiful. That is powerful. That is progress. Cherry Blossom, the big message. Now, repeat these gentle truths with me in your heart. You are not just studying English. You are living in English. Now you repeat. You are not just learning words. You are living moments. Now you repeat. You are not just listening. You are growing. Now you repeat. You are not just practicing. You are changing. Now you repeat. Every small repeat today made your English stronger. Now you repeat. Every calm sentence you spoke made your confidence grow. Now you repeat. You are living in English when you imagine, when you smile, when you speak softly, when you connect. Now you repeat. You are doing great. You are doing something kind for yourself. You are building a new future with small, gentle steps. When you go outside and see your real neighbor, you will remember this lesson. You will smile. You will say, "Hi." You will say, "Nice to meet you." You will say, "How are you today?" And it will feel easy. It will feel natural. It will feel warm. That will be your moment. That will be your English coming alive. Sunflower, a gentle thank you. Thank you for staying with me till now. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your courage. You are not alone. I am here with you. We are walking this English path together. Slowly, calmly, kindly. Never forget, small steps are big steps. Every gentle practice adds power to your voice. Every soft repeat makes English more natural to you. You are not just studying English. You are living in English. Say it again quietly, proudly. I am living in English. Now you repeat. Take a deep breath. Smile. You did it. You finished another long, calm, beautiful lesson. My dear friend, we have reached the end of today's episode of Voice of English Learners. I'm Alex, and I want to say thank you. A real, deep, heartfelt thank you for staying with me until the end. You have walked with me through slow, calm English. You have breathed with me. You have spoken with me. You have smiled in English today. You did something wonderful. You did something many people are afraid to do. You spoke. You opened your mouth and said English words. You made your voice move in a new language. That is a beautiful thing. Crescent moon, a moment to reflect. Think back for a moment. At the beginning of this episode, you were just starting to listen. You heard me say, "Hello and welcome back to Voice of English Learners." Now, many minutes later, you have said hundreds of sentences in English. You have practiced real situations, real conversations. You learned how to say hello to a neighbor. You learned how to introduce yourself. You learned how to ask, "How are you today?" You learned how to say, "It's a beautiful day." You learned how to borrow something, how to offer help, and how to say thank you with a warm heart. You also lived a story today, the new neighbor. You imagined the apartment, the boxes, the knock on the door. You imagined Anna smiling. You imagined yourself saying, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." You heard your own voice say those words. That means English is not only in your mind. It is in your voice. It is in your body. It is in your life. Blossom, why this practice matters. Many students want to learn English fast. They want to jump to hard words and big grammar. But you are different. You chose slow English. You chose calm English. You chose to build your foundation, brick by brick, word by word, sentence by sentence. That's why you will succeed. Because you are learning with patience. You are learning with love. You are learning with real use. You can use everything you learned today in real life. When you walk outside and see someone next door, you can say, "Hi." When you see someone smiling at you, you can say, "Nice to meet you." When you see a neighbor carrying a bag, you can say, "Can I help you?" When someone thanks you, you can say, "You're welcome." These are simple words, but they make your English alive. This is not school English. This is life English. And remember, this channel, Voice of English Learners, is your safe place to grow. Here, you don't need to be perfect. Here, you just need to be patient. Every mistake you make is a small teacher helping you get better. Mistakes mean you are learning. Repeats mean you are growing. Son, your English future. Now imagine the future. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You walk outside. You see your neighbor. You smile. You say, "Good morning," with confidence. Your neighbor answers, "Good morning." You talk about the weather, the day, the flowers, the children playing. You feel comfortable. You feel free. You feel happy. That future is not a dream. It is a result of small steps, steps like today. Every time you shadow, you move closer to that moment. Every time you listen and repeat, you grow more natural. Every episode is a seed. When you listen again and again, those seeds grow into confidence. So don't rush. Don't compare yourself to others. Your journey is yours. Your English is becoming beautiful step by step. Sunflower, gratitude and encouragement. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your voice. Thank you for your heart. You stayed until the end, and that means something. It means you care about your English. It means you care about your growth. Please remember, you are not just studying English. You are living in English. Now you repeat. You are not just listening. You are changing. Now you repeat. You are not just practicing. You are becoming stronger. Now you repeat. You are not just learning words. You are learning connection. Now you repeat. Every sentence you say is a small victory. Now you repeat. Every small repeat is a big achievement. Now you repeat. You are doing great. You are doing enough. You are moving forward. Blossom, a gentle goodbye. Before we close, take a deep breath with me. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out softly. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your heart calm. You are safe here. You are learning in a kind way. You are not alone. You have done something beautiful today. You spent time with yourself, with your voice, and with your English. When you finish this episode, you can smile and say quietly, "I did it." Now you repeat. Yes, you did it. You spoke English. You understood English. You lived in English. Crescent Moon, see you again. Please come back again. Come back for more slow English. Come back for more shadowing. Come back for more stories and calm practice. Every episode will help you a little more. Every lesson will make you more confident. You are becoming a real English speaker. You are becoming part of the English world. If you enjoy this episode, you can listen again tomorrow. You can shadow again in the evening. The more you repeat, the stronger you become. Sun with face final words. I am so proud of you. I am so happy for you. You stayed with me through a long, slow, beautiful lesson. Never forget, you are not just studying English. You are living in English. Say it once more with a smile. I am living in English. Now you repeat. That is your truth now. That is your strength. This is Voice of English Learners. I'm Alex. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.